Hey, hi guys. Good afternoon. This is Spirit Journey. Today is, I think it's Tuesday. Yes, today's Tuesday, June 30th, 2020, and the time is 10 after 4 p.m. I'm out and about and I have the gang with me. Yes, only two of them with me right now. Lily and Lavender. Yeah, my little Shih Tzu, Lilac. As some of you know, I did a post early this morning. Lilac is in the hospital right now. Yes, it all came on very, very sudden. Um, we were all going for a walk, just for an hour maximum. We went around the block, and I even carried her. I'm going to try to keep I don't have my mic, so I have to try to talk louder. So I did bring, I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. Yes, we were going for a walk. It was a little hot. No. Stay over here, Lavin. No, Lavin. Let's cut it out. Sorry. Yeah, so I went for a walk with my dogs. It was hot. I went outside around 1:30 or 2 p.m. And, like she doesn't like walking. She was always like that, especially in the heat. So I did carry her a little bit. I noticed she seemed a little stiff, and her neck was like back like this, when I was holding her in my arms, and she'd never done that before. And I didn't really think anything of it, but I was a little curious. We all go home, and everybody's okay. So I go to feed them around 5:30 p.m. yesterday, and I didn't even have to call them. Two of the three, the ones that are with me, Lily and Lavender. They were there to eat their food, but Lilac, the Shih Tzu, she didn't come. Said, "Hey, it's time to eat dinner." And then I looked, and I see where she's sitting. She was like way over in the corner, and she comes out a little bit, but she doesn't come over. She stops and sits somewhere else. So I was curious. So I went to her, and I said, "Oh, it's dinner time." So I might have even picked her up and plopped her down to her food. Because, in the past, on and off, she gets finicky about her food. So, so I just attribute it to that, whatever what it is, her idiosyncrasies with regard to eating of food. And she refused it. So I fed the other two, and that's how once the other two are finished eating, then I'll focus on her and try to get her to eat. I thought maybe it was the heat, because she did feel warm in her body. So I thought maybe she's overheated, because my apartment my air conditioner wasn't working properly. The filter needed to be changed, so it only blew out air but not cold air. But I had it fixed shortly after everything was starting to go on. But so I put some an ice pack on her. I put on her head, her tummy, just to try to cool her down, because I thought maybe she got overheated. Then by 7 o'clock, I got her to eat, because I had cooled down her body, and I put her by the now fixed air conditioner, and I thought, okay, maybe that helped her out, and she seemed a little bit more relaxed. But I know she was sitting, like after she ate and everything, she was like sitting, and just kind of staring like that. And so it was weird. I mean, she never done it just wasn't her. And I was wondering what was going on. Well, she was in pain. That's what was going on. And I let her be. She was quiet. And then I said, "Hey, come over here. I just want to see, is she, what's up, And she didn't come over. and I tried to like, uh, lift her body up for her to walk to me, and then she like the leg kind of collapsed. It was her left leg. No, no, no barking, no barking, no barking. Yeah, so um, it just something told me, good girl, nice, nice. Okay, go put it away. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I was just something like it's like two parts of me. One part of me is saying, "Oh, I'm just being like a drama queen." Another part of me is saying, "Oh, there's nothing, there's something wrong." Two parts of me, because she wasn't really, it's more like a, I don't know. So I just really became concerned that the why isn't she standing up, or why isn't she walking towards me? Again, she's a finicky Shih Tzu, but just something said. So I said, I'm gonna bring her to the doctor. There's something, maybe it's nothing. Did she have a heat stroke? So I carried her to the vet, and what happened now? Oh, yeah, they said, we suspect that she has something with the disc in her back, and she's not able to lift her back legs. We don't have the equipment to check it out, but this other place does. They offered pain medication, but I refused it for her, my dog, because of the side effects she said it does, and I didn't want that. So when they gave the dog back to me, I held her in my arms, and that's when she really, really started acting up. I mean, really stiff in her body, like you feel her straining. It was just weird. I felt her breathing. Oh, then she started breathing hard, like panting, and it just didn't feel right. So she seemed to be in worse condition after seeing the vet from the ER. Bring her home. Well, also the vet said, just keep her in her crate. If you decide to get the MRI, we're able to do that on, I think, Thursday or Friday, or you could go to this other place. But for now, keep her immobile and just monitor her. So that's what my plan was. I get home, set up everything, the crate, put in the crate. She didn't want any water, but I could still, something is wrong. And I kind of felt sorry for her being in the crate. I said, I'm going to put her on the bed with me. And, we just cuddle, stay there together, just keep her immobile, but just on a cozy bed. And her body really, she didn't want to be mobile, moving her, lifting her up was causing her evidently excruciating pain, and it just like being on the bed made it worse. And I think why it made it worse, the bed, because the bed, is not as firm as the ground, and so the slight movement in her spine caused her extreme discomfort, and she wanted me to hold her, protect her, but I hold her, but that made her worse. So by 11 p.m. I said, I'm going to go, 10:30, I said, I'm going to check out what's going on. Let me just bring her back to this other ER that does the MRIs. So I took a taxi there, and that was a whole incident. they were saying, "Oh, you need the dog in a crate. You can't have the dog like that. I can get a ticket." Now I see this all the time. These people going, we then have big dogs, and they have them jump into the car. Now I have my little dog in my arms, okay? But all of a sudden, I can't bring in my dog without it in a crate. And then I asked the second one next to him, and he said the same thing. So I have to go back home, and she's really in distress and panting. I get the crate. I was going to get the crate initially, but she didn't want to go in, and the efforts of me trying to put in the crate caused her extreme discomfort. So what I did, I went back to my apartment, got the crate, but I didn't put her in it, so I had her in one arm and the crate in another. Get to the taxi station, and then they said, "Oh, well, we're not working here." I said, "Well, I just came here from here, and but the guys that I talked to weren't there. Somebody else." And they said, "Yeah, we're not working right now. So you just stay on this avenue, and a taxi should come." And one came shortly after. I get in. We get to the place, and in short, while we got to the place that does the MRI, she's really in distress. I had to put a half a deposit down, over $3,300, for them to admit her. So this is what's going to happen. They say they're going to keep her overnight. They're going to make her comfortable, because she was in extreme distress, and it was to the neurologist was to come by in the morning, and they called me, and they said, we see what she's, we had the MRI done, and yeah, she has a major, one of the discs in the middle of her back is out of alignment, but we see that she had an old injury right next to it, and that something must have happened to her in the past. So they said that they'll operate. They told me about the pros and cons, the risks involved. I decided for myself to go with it, because it hit her so sudden, and I'm wondering whether or not a lot of the things, her behavior, was really due to like the old injury, that was undiagnosed, and maybe that's why she doesn't like walking. I feel really badly. She's a sweet, sweet girl. Yeah, this is. So they said it's going to take about 3 days. She'll be in the hospital for 3 days to recuperate after this the surgery. There's always risk involved. I pray for my little girl. She is 10 and a half years old, so she's getting up there. Yeah, definitely, if you would pray for my dog's full recovery, so she'll be able to walk. They did say that sometimes the irritation in the spine can travel up the spine and into the brain, and then it can she'll die because she won't be able to get oxygen or something. So I really feel badly. She's a good girl, and I'm really gentle with her because she is a delicate dog, So yes, I want to share this all with you, and what I posted earlier today around 6:30 a.m. this morning. Yeah, this is going to put me in a really financial bind. I thought I had more money saved than I did. Yeah, I have to pay another. I only put half down. But if any of you people out there who are watching this, if you could, any amount that you can spare. Because post-surgery, I still have to go back, hopefully everything goes okay. But post-op, the money for that. Yeah, if any of you could donate to my PayPal me account, I do have a link on my PayPal me account. On my this channel, Spirit Journey, on the banner on the right hand side, there is a link to my PayPal me account. Yeah, any amount that you could spare uh, to please help if you can. So the food, the medicine, just everything to help out. And this is really going to put a economic bind on me. And in April, I had my little girl here, the Havanese. She had to go to the hospital for her knee, and the first doctor had messed up on her, caused a new problem, serious problem, an infection. And that's a whole new story in itself. When I think about it, it gets me angry. So my Lily, the Havanese, she was running at home, and she tore her meniscus and the tendon. So the doctor put a cast on it, but the cast rubbed against the leg, and the doctor had left the toes exposed, and so when she went to walk, it broke the toenail, and it bled, and an infection. Yeah, I was really, really pissed. And then I went to a different doctor, the emergency room doctor, because that doctor was not able to help her. So that's why I find out what happened to her leg, and then eventually she had surgery. And it all came over $5,000. Yeah, that was in April. So now here it's June, and it's going to cost me over $7,000. So I put half of it down. They did give me a 10% discount for being a veteran. I'm happy about that. But yes, so I'm really making a plea out here. For me, whatever was going to make my little girl well, I'll do. But I will be needing help if you can. I thank you all in advance. Yeah, I'm expecting the call around now from the doctor where she is. They said that they were to do the surgery around noon time, and it'll take from 2 to 4 hours to operate on her. They said that she did well under the anesthesia. So, so I hope, being under everything for, 4 hours is a long time. I've never been under anesthesia for that long. The longest I've been under anesthesia was 45 minutes. And it was a challenge to wake me up, So yeah, please pray for me. It seems like I'm just being hit emotionally, financially. I had gotten groped. This derelict. We have a lot of derelicts where I live now, and it's really dangerous for me to just walk my dogs. Yeah, the groping happened while I was walking my dogs. They were in this stroller. So I don't want to be in prison in my house. I love New York. I'm born and raised here. Yeah, things are really getting bad here in New York with this COVID and the hyper vigilance with this virus thing. I think it's all being hyped. But I don't want to sound insensitive about that. I do have five relatives in April were sick of the 4 definitive, and the one we're not sure what she died of, but it was 3 deaths and 2 recuperating from COVID. So no, don't bark. No. See, look at them. See, that's Labby. This is Lily. Yeah. So that's them. Yeah, please, oops. Come on, let's come out. Getting tied up. Yeah, yeah. So any amount that you could spare. I know times are hard for all of us, especially many of us aren't working. Yeah, it's very hard right now. It's like an attack, a spiritual attack on all of us here in the city. Yeah, economic. The crazies are out. They're being let outside. The mental people. Yeah, and the person that groped me. Police were saying, hey, we think he might be crazy, and if he is, they're just going to put him back on the street because of COVID. Could you believe that? So women are at risk. So isn't this whole COVID supposed to be about protection, but yet you're going to put a potential rapist out on the street? Go figure. So yes, any amount that you could give, I would deeply appreciate it, and I thank you in advance. Oh, one good thing about this, coincidental, someone who I know, she has a real stroller, like what you saw me using in my past videos was a shopping cart, but she has a doggy stroller, and she came by my way today in the morning and gave me hers. I was dumbfounded, and I gave her a big hug, and I told her what's happening, because she didn't know, because all this drama with my dogs happened at nighttime. So yeah, so there are some good people out there, and I'm really thankful that there are some people, and it came at the right time. I was going to use her earlier today, but I said, let me get little Lily, the white one here. Let her get some energy, walk a little bit, and I'll just carry her the rest home. I don't want her to overdo her leg, but she's still in the healing process. The leg, yeah. Let me show what those clowns did to her leg. It's healing. Come on, let's go. Let me show you. Come over here. Come. Okay. See? Come. Let's see. Hope you can see it. Yeah, they messed up her leg. They gouged out the razor. Yeah. Yeah, they really screwed up her leg. But it's healing. It's healing. Yeah. So yeah, that's what's happening, gang. Yeah, I know it's rough for everybody. So I'm gonna say until next time, and yeah, definitely pray for me, my situation, my safety living in the city with these derelicts, my financial situation, which is now severe, and just the health of my dogs. Yeah. So thank you again in advance, and you be safe too. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I'm back. Yes, soon when I got off that doing that video regarding Lilac, my little Shih Tzu, the doctor called just as I thought. Immediately after I turned it off and was to upload it, the doctor called and said that she's been out for an hour and a half. She's doing well. She did well with the anesthesia, and no barking. That's fine. Quiet. Sorry. Yeah, it's him. Yeah, so they said that the procedure went well. It was what they thought. The disc and it like produces like a gel or something like that, and it presses on the spine. It causes all those symptoms. So they got it all out, they said, and yeah, she'll have to be in the crate for, they said, about 4 to 6 weeks. Be strict about it. And they'll call me tomorrow. She'll be staying overnight, they'll call me tomorrow morning, and to find out like if she's doing that well, they might have her come home tomorrow. And so yeah, so thank you again, with everything. I'm going to keep you posted on everything. And yes, if whatever way you could spare, if you could donate to my PayPal me account. The link is on my channel, Spirit Journey channel, and it's on the banner to the far right is the link, and any amount would be appreciated. Yeah, this is going to put me in a severe economic crunch. But look, just as long as she's healthy, right? So I thank you again, and I will keep you posted, guys. And the time right now is 4:40 p.m. Okay? Bye-bye.